You are watching Now Media Television.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Real Estate Insights. I'm your host, Andrew Glisson. This is a show about all things real estate. Whether you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, or you just want to learn more about the sector, you're interested in where we're going as a real estate sector, where the interest rates are going, what's happening, there's something in this show for you. We interview 4 guests per show who are complete experts in their field. And when we come back from the break, we're going to be talking to the CEO of a very large multifamily company who's done over $1 billion worth of transaction value, has $500 million of assets under management. Super impressive. Can't wait to interview my first guest. We're going to head to a break. We'll see you very shortly in a couple of minutes.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
Welcome back, everybody, and thanks again for tuning in this week to Real Estate Insights. I'm thrilled to welcome Ellie Perlman, who is the founder of Blue Lake Capital. Ellie has a decade, or more than a decade, of experience in real estate investment, law, and property management. They've done over $1 billion in transaction volume, have over $500 million in assets under management, which is basically 3,500 units across the United States in multifamily apartments. Ellie, welcome to the show.
Hi, Andrew. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, Ellie, tell us, how did you worked in Israel for a very long time for Israel's largest development company. How did you pivot from Israeli real estate to United States multifamily?
So, I was born and raised in Israel, and I started my career as a real estate attorney. I worked for one of the largest law firms as an attorney, and I loved it. But I realized that I actually wanted to be on the other side of the table when we were meeting with our clients, with our customers. And I wanted to be the one buying real estate. I wanted to be the one managing those assets. And so at some point, I did something that many people did not quite understand at the time, and I quit my position as an attorney and transitioned to property management. And after 4 years in property management, realized that the way to do it and where the real estate opportunities are, that would be the U.S. And so I've decided to move to the U.S. and it wasn't easy, but when I got into MIT and I obtained an MBA, I wanted to learn how to build businesses, how to raise money from investors, and so I moved to the U.S. in 2014. I moved with not much, and I started literally with from nothing. And after 2 years of MBA studies, I moved to California, and about a year later, I started, founded Blue Lake.
So you have done something a lot of people that watch our show are multifamily syndicators or aspire to be that. And you've done this on a very big scale that a lot of people, would love to get to. What do you think some of the key, points along the way? I mean, you started in 2014 and scaled very quickly after that. What are some of the milestones, from then to now that was kind of pivotal in, in raising money, buying assets, and ultimately exiting and giving money back to investors?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, Andrew. I essentially implemented the knowledge and the tools that I acquired at MIT. And so from the very first day of establishing Blue Lake, I saw it as a startup, as something that needs to scale, something that I need to start from the beginning. And from day one, I was focused on my goal in the next, 3, 5, 10 years. And I think that many sponsors, many syndicators, when they start, they just want to get through the first deal and then a second deal, and and so on and so forth. And I've always seen it as a long-term, plan. So from the very beginning, it was clear to me who were the people that I needed to hire, how much money I needed to have in order to scale. So that was one part of it. So really planning it as a company, as an operations, not so much focused on 1 or 2 deals. And then the second part of it is relationships. So I was, the first 2 years or so, I was flying around the US, to conferences, meeting people, meeting partners, people that I've, partnered, along the way. And it was great because, just sitting from, in my house or behind a computer, that's not how deals are being done. That's not how you form relationships and partnerships. It was very important for me to actually be out there and meet people that I've, later partnered with. And that also helped me, scale to where I am today.
So it sounds like you mentioned something very interesting that I thought, because a lot of my friends that do syndication, you're right, they are syndicating for a specific deal, but you were, it sounds like, syndicating for, for people investing in you as a person, and then you would find the deals. Is that kind of how it worked?
Yeah, absolutely. I was very much focused on establishing, my name, my reputation. I was not afraid to put my personal story, and it's still on my website if anyone wants to read about it, about my journey, where I came from, and the hardships that I've experienced and how I overcame those hardships. And so I definitely, I started a company. I did not start a syndication, but I started a syndication business, and it's very, very different. So I even took loans, in the first year of operating Blue Lake so I could hire people. I wasn't trying to do everything. I wasn't trying to do, underwriting, capital raising, asset management altogether. I did a little bit of everything for a short period of time, just so I'll know what to look for, what qualities and experience, I need to bring to the table by hiring other people. But I wasn't trying to do it all, and it was, I still see it as a company that needs to scale, needs to be profitable and grow over time.
What level of investment were you looking for? In those early days, you're flying around the country, you're raising money, you're getting people to buy into your company that you had built. What was the the asset value of the deals that you were looking for at that time?
Well, I would say that one of the smallest deals was a $13 million multifamily, 100 units in Jacksonville that we've exited since then at over 20% IRR to investors. That was one of the first deals. Another deal that we've done pretty early on was a $28 million deal, and that was a 2-asset portfolio. And so I believe that the raise was about $8.25 million for that one. So I didn't really start too small. It was small compared to the deals that we're doing today. But I've partnered with other colleagues in the industry to bring join forces together so we can essentially buy larger deals, because the starting point, the anchor point, is very important. So I knew that if I started with a very small asset, let's say $5 million, it's going to be very hard for me to scale over time to have a much higher value asset. So I pretty much started small relative to where we are today, but it was pretty, the assets were pretty large when it comes to the purchase price.
They definitely
That's how it
are. Are the Blue Lake Capital deals, are they turnaround stories? Are you looking for distressed assets to turn around and exit? Is that kind of the model?
Not really. So we are looking for opportunities in terms of the business plan and the management, but we're really focused on non-distressed assets, meaning we're focused, especially now, we're focused on assets that are in strong locations with a strong tenant base and strong collections. So the business plan is essentially value add or core plus, meaning we're going to put some money in the units, in the interiors and exterior of the assets to make sure that we're pushing the NOI, pushing the income year over year. But we're not looking for distressed assets right now. We've never looked for distressed assets. I think just being an attorney in my past life, I'm very, very conservative. So I bring that conservatism to the table. And so we're not really looking at distressed assets. Not at this stage of in the economy.
Still value add, just not on a distressed starting point. Really appreciate you coming on the show. Want to have you back, on the show again. Look forward to talking to you again. I really appreciate you taking the time, and we're going to move to a commercial break, everybody. These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Hey, Lily says AT&T's giving everyone their best deals.
Minus the air quotes.
Best deals.
No need to wink. Others say they give everyone a deal, but not everyone gets the best deal.
Told you, the best deals are for everyone here, with a choice of plans.
You were right.
Is she always right?
Always.
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
Hi, my name is Michelle Merhar. You may remember me from the morning news. I'd like to tell you how getting data and documents into action fast gives you a competitive edge. Digital-first thinking to manage document workflows efficiently are giving all organizations a competitive edge. In fact, digital document automation is an essential process, helping us to become more profitable and to compete. By making any process paperless with secure automation, decisions can be made efficiently, virtually from anywhere. You'll be able to find and share documents securely in seconds. Your staff will be empowered by making optimal use of every office hour. And by the way, the size of your organization doesn't matter. Precision Products has been helping organizations for more than 30 years with paper to digital processes, including scanning systems for any document to premises and cloud document management systems. We make it easy and scalable for your business process needs from the office or other locations, even mobile devices. Contact us to see how we can help your organization succeed. Contact Will Waterall direct at 713-446-5939 and visit us on the web at precisionproductsinc.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got David Erickson again in the studio again this week. David, welcome back to the show in the studio. Appreciate you coming back by.
Thanks,
so for those of you who missed last week, we were talking to David about his company, Refuel Electric Vehicle Solutions. And they install charging stations, electric vehicle charging stations, it's in the name, REVs, into apartment complexes, multifamily buildings from coast to coast. David, is there one particular city that is bigger on your list? We're in Houston right now. Is the backyard where it's at?
Well, Texas, I would say, in Houston, just because we're based here.
Yep.
But, you know, California is, if you can do business in California, it's the biggest market right now.
So not to get off on a big sidebar about, you know, installation timelines and things like that. I'm always interested in this because I do a lot of, you know, real estate development. How long does it take in some of these markets to get permitting done, to get the plans in place, to get these things installed?
Some it takes 2 weeks, and some it takes 4 to 5 months.
Really?
It just depends what you're doing.
Got it.
And every property is different. Every city is different. Every utility company is different.
Yep.
And there's a lot of different products on the market.
Yep.
So it's not an easy. It sounds easy.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy.
But that's one benefit for hiring a company like you guys does, because you've gone through those challenging, you know, processes with code enforcement, the utility. You've kind of written the book on it.
We do all that. Well, we're reading the book. Yeah. I'm not sure we've written it yet, but we do file for grants. A lot of times there's a utility or a state offers a grant, so we file for those. But you know, the contract negotiation takes a while. Then you get to the building permit, and it can take a while. And you know, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Hadn't found one the same yet.
No, it's just all over the place.
And a lot of times the cities don't know. So this, you know, a big city like Houston will send, a lot of times they'll send their permitting information out to a third party to review. Well, they get it back and they haven't done everything because they don't know what the city wants done.
Gotcha.
And so there's a lot of communication issues.
Right.
Austin is very difficult. California, they're all difficult.
But you guys take charge
care
of that.
We take care of everything. And the other thing that's really interesting is we're doing all different brands of charging stations. So it's not just one brand that we're putting up. We're doing a lot of different brands. So there's pretty much any brand we can handle.
Is there a universal charge port for all these cars? Everybody using the same thing?
Well, no. It's kind of like your cell phone. You got your Apple connector, and then you have everything else. But it's getting that way. Yeah. You've heard a lot of recently about Tesla and the NACS connector coming out NACS, and up to now it's been the J1772. So there's different connectors. It's no big deal whatsoever, because you can put an adapter on it. Gotcha. On any car, and they come with these adapters.
As a consumer,
and they're very small.
Adapter.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Okay.
They talk a lot, and it is a big deal at that level, but from a consumer standpoint,
no big deal. You
shouldn't worry about it. You'll have an adapter, and they're very inexpensive if they're not free.
Is that right? From a charging standpoint, I don't know if the connector makes a difference in this, but let's talk about the levels of charging. Superchargers, regular chargers. What?
Three levels. Very simple. 3 levels of chargers. The first level is a level 1 charge, and that charger plugs into that plug that you have on your wall in your house. That little 110 plug that everything plugs into.
Yep.
Okay. That'll give you 2 to 5 miles an hour.
Very slow.
Very slow.
Do it, but
if you only drive 20 miles a day.
There's on the screen right there.
So if you only drive 20 miles a day, 30 miles a day, you come home, you connect, and by the time you wake up in the morning, 4 hours, you know, times 10 is 40 miles, you are full again.
That makes sense.
Okay? And those work fine, but if you go on trips or you drive more than those 30 or 40, you run into problems. So level 2 chargers are the ones that we recommend for multifamily, and they will allow us to charge anywhere from 15 to 70 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the third level is the DC fast, and that's the one you hear about the government putting in the freeway system. These are chargers that can charge your car anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, no matter what car you have.
Yep.
So So we need to get those up around the country so people can travel from, city to city, not just use their electric vehicle for city driving.
Is that third option what most people would say is a supercharger?
Yes, that's exactly what a supercharger is.
Are there a lot of those? What is the network like around the country for that?
It's very scattered.
Yeah.
Right now, very inefficient.
Right.
And there's, people, it's a turf battle going on to find out who's going to use what. They're very expensive.
Are they?
They're very expensive to put in, and they take a lot of electricity. And so it's not just something you can call up your utility company like you can at your house and say, hey, I need, a little bit of this, and they'll say, fine, here it is, and the next day. It takes years to plan for these projects.
Gotcha.
And so you have to run conduit, you have to get the electricity there, and, most of these projects run well into the thousands of dollars.
Per
location.
Per location.
Per location, yeah. Several $100,000 at a minimum.
On the last show, we talked about the actual physical electrical infrastructure to get the power to the multifamily building, to route it to the chargers. Do apartment complexes want superchargers? Is that a completely separate?
No, you don't need them.
You don't need them?
No, you don't really need them because most people who live in an apartment will refuel their cars at night. Okay? And so if you had a supercharger, it's going to cost you probably 10 times more than a level 2 charger.
Yep.
And you're not going to get people to move their car at 2 a.m. in the morning.
No.
So someone else can come in. So, the thought being, well, if I have one level 3 charger, I don't need to put up 6 level 2 chargers.
Yep.
Well, not really true because the level 2 charger will charge every car at night. You're not going to have people running their cars in the middle of the night.
Yep.
I don't care what level of charge it
Makes sense. So you got started in a couple of years ago, 2021, had a lot of success and scaled a lot since then. How's the technology changed in the last 2 years, and how do you see it changing over the next 2 years?
Well, it's really interesting. Just at a base level, when I started in this business and I was calling around to different manufacturers, most of the chargers that were in place put out 7.2 kilowatts an hour. Okay, so to make that understandable for people, if your car battery has 75 kilowatts that it can hold, and you're charging it at 7 kilowatts an hour, it should take theoretically over 10 hours to charge. Okay? But what's happened is the car's batteries are getting stronger, and they're getting the ability to take a charge is getting stronger. So most of the cars, when they started making electric vehicles, were at 7 kilowatts. Mm-hmm. Now we see them at 9.6 to 11.5. Tesla actually has some over 20.
Wow.
Okay? Tesla is ahead in this battery race by leaps and bounds right now. So if you're putting in a level 2 charger and your battery is getting bigger, like the Ford Lightning, 125 to 150 kilowatts that battery can hold. If all you can get it is 7, it's going to take you a long time. Okay? But if you have a charger that can get you 19.2 kilowatts, it's going to be a whole lot quicker. It'll charge at night. So we're seeing more and more vendors making stronger charging ports.
Gotcha. Still level 2, not a
still
supercharger.
Level 2,
just
still
better
level
output.
2. They're just bigger output, more output. Yes.
For somebody's, a regular apartment complex that you guys are retrofitting, we've got 1 minute left, by the way. So this is the parting thought. How much work is it to upgrade that panel? Do you have to go through extensive renovations on it?
Every single property is different.
Yep.
Everyone, and that's why you need an expert to do it.
Yeah.
And you need to, generally speaking, you need to set the station 150 feet from the electrical panel. So a lot of times we go out there and we're told we want it here, and there's just too expensive. It can't get there. It's too far. You have certain limitations in existing apartments, and you're just going to have to do with what you can do with.
Yeah. We'll break there. We'll pick that up, the topic, the next time we get together. David, thanks again for coming in the studio. We're going to head to a break, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Hey, Lily says AT&T's giving everyone their best deals.
Minus the air quotes.
Best deals.
No need to wink. Others say they give everyone a deal, but not everyone gets the best deal.
Told you, the best deals are for everyone here, with a choice of plans.
You were right.
Is she always right?
Always.
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
Hi, my name is Michelle Merhar. You may remember me from the morning news. I'd like to tell you how getting data and documents into action fast gives you a competitive edge. Digital-first thinking to manage document workflows efficiently are giving all organizations a competitive edge. In fact, digital document automation is an essential process, helping us to become more profitable and to compete. By making any process paperless with secure automation, decisions can be made efficiently, virtually from anywhere. You'll be able to find and share documents securely in seconds. Your staff will be empowered by making optimal use of every office hour. And by the way, the size of your organization doesn't matter. Precision Products has been helping organizations for more than 30 years with paper to digital processes, including scanning systems for any document to premises and cloud document management systems. We make it easy and scalable for your business process needs from the office or other locations, even mobile devices. Contact us to see how we can help your organization succeed. Contact Will Waterall direct at 713-446-5939 and visit us on the web at precisionproductsinc.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got Nanika Howard back on the show today. Nanika is a mortgage broker, and she's been on the show before. Nanika, everybody, they want to talk about interest rates. They want to talk about what's happening. When are they going to go back down? Why are they still going up? We get these questions all the time. But I want to ask you, not to belabor the interest rate, topic over and over and over again. From a buying perspective, have you noticed down payments at all change the way people are buying mortgages? Is that changing at all, or are they still buying the same products? Same amount down? Are we still just doing the same thing, paying more?
So what I'm seeing in the market more recently is people are still just buying with the minimum down payment. As a broker, 3.5% down FHA, if you're a first-time home buyer, or 3% conventional is what people are choosing to use. They're not really buying down, putting a larger down payment down on the properties because the interest rates are so high. I haven't seen a big change in that happening. People are choosing to keep those funds and let them make money in other places.
What about down payment assistance programs? I was selling a house in a market where I invest in some real estate. I rarely do flips, but I was flipping one property, and the buyer qualified for a down payment assistance from a local municipality. Does that happen all over the country?
Yes, if you qualify for down payment assistance, we're definitely using those programs, taking advantage of the down payment. I will say that I always say down payment comes at a cost. Lunch money isn't free. So the trade-off to the down payment assistance program is that the interest rates are normally a little bit higher than what the market is currently giving, but definitely people are still taking advantage of those if it fits that homeowner's needs at the current time.
What about rural? A friend of mine was telling me the other day about a rural, loan program. So out in the country, there's loan programs for folks that are, I don't know if it's a government subsidized program, or have you had experience with those?
Yes, USDA properties, basically, those programs have zero down payment. There is a fee for using it, but you don't have the large percentage of down payment as you would have for conventional or other government programs like FHA. But those homes or those type of loans are specific to the home. So it depends on the location of the house, which is the factor that qualifies the house for a USDA loan.
Right.
So, yeah, it depends on the home. Every home across the U.S. would not qualify for a USDA rural home. It has to be in a rural area.
Are these down payment assistance programs things that, is every mortgage broker going to know about that kind of stuff, or are they little known products that it really requires some digging on behalf of the mortgage broker to find out and communicate that to their client?
Well, everyone has access to them. However, everyone may not choose to use those programs because of the overlays and the added on layers of qualifications required to use those programs. So while they may be available, a lot of loan officers may choose not to offer those products. It may not be a niche for them, or it may be something new. But more than likely, if you're a mortgage broker in this industry, you do have access to some down payment assistance programs. It could be from the local area. It could be a bank product. So down payment assistance programs come in different, there's different types. They come from, banks have in-house products, and then you have some geared for teachers, you have some geared for medical professions. So yeah, I think everyone has access to them, but some people may not specialize in them, and some loan officers may choose not to offer them.
Got it. From a lending perspective, some of the inside baseball, are you seeing on your side, are house prices coming down? If somebody doesn't, they enter into a contract, they can't quite qualify for where that is. Are you seeing a lot of negotiation after a signed contract before a house closes?
I am not seeing the price of the home decreasing. I am here in Texas. I am seeing that the cost of the homes are staying where they're maintaining their value. They're not decreasing. There are some strategies that are in place. I think we talked about before, like buying down the rate. Sometimes you can get a seller concession. The seller may decide to assist the purchaser with buying down a half a point, or doing a 2-1 buy down, where basically the concession comes in the form of purchasing the rate so that the homeowner or the buyer can afford the home. If it comes down to a situation where they qualified at one rate and now the rates have increased and they no longer qualify. So I am seeing seller concessions to assist with purchasing the home in the form of buying down the interest rate.
And you'll see that even after contract signed in the underwriting process, there may be some points that a seller will agree to pay on behalf of that buyer, I guess.
Especially if the rate has not been locked, and while in underwriting, and if rates increase while in underwriting, everything is contingent on what rate is available at that time. So
makes sense.
That can happen during the underwriting process.
From a rate lock standpoint, when does that usually occur in the process? So somebody signs a contract to buy a house. When do you get your rate locked? Is it after inspections, after appraisals? I don't know.
It depends. I like to monitor what's going on in the rates. I've had files where I've locked the rate when I issue the loan estimate right at the beginning, because we've discussed it. And if you're comfortable with this rate, I don't like to gamble. So
yeah,
if you're comfortable with the current rate, we can lock it as soon as you are under contract and I issue that loan estimate. It can come out locked. If the client is not liking the rate and they want to float and decides to see what the market is going to produce in a couple of weeks, then I kind of we can do that. It depends on what the client is comfortable with. If they feel that this rate is too high and they're thinking about buying it down anyway, and they may want to say, let's wait a week and I'll watch the market and I'll give them an update.
What's the magic in a rate lock? I mean, this is just somebody that doesn't know the answer to this question, by the way. Can you not unlock a rate if it takes a month to close a property? I mean, the interest rate can go up or down a little bit over a month. Can you not just unlock and relock, or you're just set?
So when you lock your rates, you're locked to the rates that happen on that day. If
Gotcha.
you choose to buy down the rate, you're locked on the rate that you can unlock and you can buy down the rate and float it down. But normally with a specific bank, they're not going to want you to, they're not going to offer the current rate because they locked you on a previous rate sheet for that day. You're locked in.
Yeah.
You can buy down the rate from their rate lock.
But basically, I guess once you're locked in, sometimes the bank wins and sometimes you win. It just depends on where the rate goes.
And it's a risk. On the same hand, look at it if you locked at 7% and the rates skyrocket to 9%, you've got 7%. They're locked into giving you that 7%, even though rates are maybe at 7.5% or 8% by the time you close. So it's a trade-off.
Nanika, we've got 1 minute left. Give us your forecast. I asked you this before, but where do we go from here?
Rates are what they are. I don't really sell rates. We sell homes.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with the payments, if you can afford the home, buy the home. Because if you're waiting for the perfect storm for that house to come down in price and the rate to come down in price, you can more than likely miss the opportunity of having the home that you love. Just remember, we want to marry the home, but we're dating the rate. We can refinance, and we can, if the rates drop in a year or two, we can always refinance that rate. But keep in mind, if you purchase your home at $350 today, 2 years from now, that home is going to probably be closer to $425. So if you wait, you may not be able to afford the house because of the price increase, because the market is stable and home prices will appreciate over time. Real estate is always a sound investment. So like I said, don't wait. Let's own it now.
Always good advice. Thank you, Nanika, for joining us. We'll be right back, everybody.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Hey, Lily says AT&T is giving everyone their best deals.
Minus the air quotes.
Best deals.
No need to wink. Others say they give everyone a deal, but not everyone gets the best deal.
Told you, the best deals are for everyone here, with a choice of plans.
You were right.
Is she always right?
Always.
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
Hi, my name is Michelle Merhar. You may remember me from the morning news. I'd like to tell you how getting data and documents into action fast gives you a competitive edge. Digital-first thinking to manage document workflows efficiently are giving all organizations a competitive edge. In fact, digital document automation is an essential process, helping us to become more profitable and to compete. By making any process paperless with secure automation, decisions can be made efficiently, virtually from anywhere. You'll be able to find and share documents securely in seconds. Your staff will be empowered by making optimal use of every office hour. And by the way, the size of your organization doesn't matter. Precision Products has been helping organizations for more than 30 years with paper to digital processes, including scanning systems for any document to premises and cloud document management systems. We make it easy and scalable for your business process needs from the office or other locations, even mobile devices. Contact us to see how we can help your organization succeed. Contact Will Waterall direct at 713-446-5939 and visit us on the web at precisionproductsinc.com.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Got Zach Thomas joining me on the show. Zach Thomas is a real estate broker, owns a real estate firm in Memphis, Tennessee. Zach and I have been friends for a long time. I actually have my real estate license at Zach's shop. Zach, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, welcome. That's awesome, man. I'm honored to be a part of your program.
Well, man, I'm
really
glad
cool.
that you've joined me. And honestly, we talk to a lot of people in every segment of, the real estate industry on the show, but we don't really talk to agents, brokers very often, real estate agents and brokers. And so it was really important for me to have you on the show because, we hear about what's happening from, a mortgage broker's point of view and lenders, but from a real estate broker, you're talking to buyers and sellers every day. Give the guests that are watching the show right now that are interested in real estate, tell us from your perspective what's going on in the market. I know that's a very broad question, but I want an answer. You know what's happening. Interest rates are up, inventory levels are up. You're really smart. You follow the data. So just kind of take us through what's happening right now in 2023.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy to see how in just 18 months the market has literally flipped. I was looking at a post I made just 18 months ago, literally in like April of 2022, and I had 40 offers on a property and had to choose. Only one person would win. And now, in that short period of time, the market has flipped to where you now have less people interested in buying a property. So you're seeing more inventory come on the market, but those people who are listing their homes aren't listing because they're just trying the market out. They're listing because they have to sell their home.
Yeah.
And with the pent-up demand going to the sideline, there's just less buyers in the market that are actively looking. There's still buyers, so as rates would come back down or prices, I think more buyers would come back out and you would see a more balanced approach. But, I mean, we went locally in Memphis, and I say this, real estate is local. You can follow national trends, but real estate is local. In Memphis, we went from 1.8 months of inventory 18 months ago to now 4.9 months of inventory.
Wow.
I mean, so, and it's not because a ton more homes came on the market. It's just because very, very few buyers are now buying. I mean, we went from 15 to 1,600 homes a month being sold to now 900 or 900 homes a month being sold. So it's quite a difference.
Are you seeing, is it just purely the interest rate, or is there a supply and demand imbalance that has creeped into the system?
So that's the remedy, I think, moving forward is going to be more supply, like new supply, new construction, because ultimately as more buyers come into the market, and there is about imbalance right now of supply and demand historically, but the reason why it looks like there's less activity going on is because rates are high, and then also that means you don't have those transient people who are just upgrading, right? So the people who are owning a home now that have a mortgage rate under 4%, they're not wanting to release those homes. And since they're not wanting to release those homes because rates are double, they're 8% now, that makes it really difficult to get that transient inventory, just that turnover going. Yeah. And when that turnover is not happening, the only thing you have are those people who have to sell. Well, if you haven't updated your house and you're not taking good care of it, then what buyers are going to want is not your house. Because if buyers are paying a premium at 8% right now, they're going to want the top of the line. They're going to want something that they don't have to do anything to. They can move right in, and it's final. It's done. So that's why new construction is actually up 1.5% this year, as existing inventory is down 15 to 20%, depending on the market.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty crazy numbers. Are you seeing, from a pricing perspective, I don't really have a good view of this. So I'm really glad you're here talking about it all. But from my perspective as a real estate investor, I'm buying very few houses right now because I tell people all the time, my expenses are up, rents are flat to down, and home prices have been up over the last 2 years. So something's got to give, and the interest rate's up, right? So everything's more expensive right now. And if I can't get more in rent, I can't pay you that much. So from investment property perspectives, I think prices have to come down. Do you think from a owner-occupant perspective that the same thing has to happen?
Well, that's where we have complications, because from a short-term perspective, in the immediate 6 to 9 months, prices will flatten. They will decline in most markets. And that's simply because there's just, as rates are higher, the people who are wanting to buy will just dwindle. Eventually, they'll reconcile with the affordability issue, and maybe we see a little bit of rate relief. It's not going to be a lot of rate relief over the next 6 to 9 months, but short term, it will be a buyer's market. So I tell my buyers who are looking to buy that, hey, you've got the best environment you can have in the past 5 years to buy a home, and maybe even longer, depending on where you're located across the country. But especially the last 5 years, what we're experiencing now as buyer agents is, hey, sellers are willing to come off of their price. They're willing to give up concessions. They're willing to do rate buy downs to help sell their houses, because like I said in the beginning, these people have to sell their houses. They're not wanting to, they have to sell it. So moving forward, we will see a short-term decline. However, if we don't see long-term inventory, new construction inventory added onto the market, as rates decline, as wages increase, people become more comfortable with what the market is providing them, they're going to have to increase supply, or else you're going to see prices continue that 3 to 5% increase per year, which is very strictly a seller's market.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad you brought up, the buyer strategies a little bit, because I'm always talking to lenders about, what can people do in order to get a better payment, get a lower interest rate, what products are out there. So from a broker's perspective, buyer's agent, what advice are you giving buyers right now to get a better deal on the house? What strategies? You mentioned one earlier. Expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult right now because, I tell people, look, if you can afford to buy a home right now, then always buy the home. Because the reality is we're in a low inventory market, and millennials are 5 years away from their peak buying period. And since that's the case, you're going to see prices increase on the long term. So it's always a good investment if you can afford it to buy it. But if you can't afford it, or you need help affording it, there are a lot of programs. I mean, there are down payment assistance. There are grant programs, especially in Tennessee and Mississippi, which is close to Memphis where I'm located. But there are grant programs available to first-time home buyers across the country. If you're a second-time buyer, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but hopefully the equity in your home, you can take some of that equity out and you can use it for a rate buy down. And what a rate buy down does is it just prolongs the period of time that you can get a lower rate. So if you have a 2-1 rate buy down or a 3-2-1, then the 3 or the 2 or the 1 simply means 1 year. So that means that for an entire year, your rate is going to be dropped by that percentage. So if you have an 8% rate and you do a 3-2-1 buy down for the first year, you're going to have a 5% rate. And then the second year, you'll have a 6% rate. The last year you'll have, and so what it does is it allows the market to adjust, and hopefully by the end of that, you can then refinance into a regular rate. But the difference is you're not having a balloon payment like an ARM would be, an adjustable rate mortgage. Yep. Instead, the balloon was on the front end, and the front end, that extra cash you're using, and they're just pulling from that cash every month to make up the difference in the interest.
Smart. That's I've not heard anybody put it that way before. I think that's a really good way to put that balloon payment in those terms. So I'm glad you brought that up. The studio is telling me I have literally got 60 seconds left, which I can't believe how fast the time goes when we jump on and we start talking about these things. So you have to come back on the show so we can keep talking about this. I've got a million more questions. But I did want to tell you guys, if Zach, there's your Instagram handle. We just put it up on the screen. You guys should go follow Zach because he does a Monday market update. It's not just geared to the local market that he's in, but he talks a lot about interest rates from a very, has a very intellectual, kind of way he dives into real estate by the numbers. You guys ought to go follow him. So, Zach, I appreciate you coming on the show. I'm going to jump into a commercial, and we'll have you back very soon, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Absolutely. Thanks, Andrew.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Hey, Lily says AT&T's giving everyone their best deals.
Minus the air quotes.
Best deals.
No need to wink. Others say they give everyone a deal, but not everyone gets the best deal.
Told you, the best deals are for everyone here, with a choice of plans.
You were right.
Is she always right?
Always.
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
Hi, my name is Michelle Merhar. You may remember me from the morning news. I'd like to tell you how getting data and documents into action fast gives you a competitive edge. Digital-first thinking to manage document workflows efficiently are giving all organizations a competitive edge. In fact, digital document automation is an essential process, helping us to become more profitable and to compete. By making any process paperless with secure automation, decisions can be made efficiently, virtually from anywhere. You'll be able to find and share documents securely in seconds. Your staff will be empowered by making optimal use of every office hour. And by the way, the size of your organization doesn't matter. Precision Products has been helping organizations for more than 30 years with paper to digital processes, including scanning systems for any document to premises and cloud document management systems. We make it easy and scalable for your business process needs from the office or other locations, even mobile devices. Contact us to see how we can help your organization succeed. Contact Will Waterall direct at 713-446-5939 and visit us on the web at precisionproductsinc.com.
Thanks again for tuning in this week, everybody. Really appreciate you spending an hour of your Thursday with us. Before we go, I want to talk to current and future real estate investors that are watching the show. As I was building my real estate portfolio, which is now close to a couple hundred properties, I made every mistake along the way. I hired contractors that lied to me. I paid too much for houses. I got the wrong financing. I've had people steal my things. We've had storm damage on our properties that we've had to file insurance claims for. We've learned made tons of mistakes, but we've learned a lot along the way. And fortunately, I found really smart people to help me along the way in the journey, my mentors. My team and I have created a mentorship opportunity for you guys called Single Family Rental University, SFR for short. If we can help you achieve your goals of buying your next rental property or your next 10, reach out. You can always message me on social media. You can see my Instagram profile there, or you can visit my website, sfruniversity.com. I want all you guys to be successful in your real estate goals. Until next time, see you guys later.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.
Hey, Lily says AT&T's giving everyone their best deals.
Minus the air quotes.
Best deals.
No need to wink. Others say they give everyone a deal, but not everyone gets the best deal.
Told you, the best deals are for everyone here, with a choice of plans.
You were right.
Is she always right?
Always.
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Hey, Lily says AT&T's giving everyone their best deals.
Minus the air quotes.
Best deals.
No need to wink. Others say they give everyone a deal, but not everyone gets the best deal.
Told you, the best deals are for everyone here, with a choice of plans.
You were right.
Is she always right?
Always.
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
Hi, my name is Michelle Merhar. You may remember me from the morning news. I'd like to tell you how getting data and documents into action fast gives you a competitive edge. Digital-first thinking to manage document workflows efficiently are giving all organizations a competitive edge. In fact, digital document automation is an essential process, helping us to become more profitable and to compete. By making any process paperless with secure automation, decisions can be made efficiently, virtually from anywhere. You'll be able to find and share documents securely in seconds. Your staff will be empowered by making optimal use of every office hour. And by the way, the size of your organization doesn't matter. Precision Products has been helping organizations for more than 30 years with paper to digital processes, including scanning systems for any document to premises and cloud document management systems. We make it easy and scalable for your business process needs from the office or other locations, even mobile devices. Contact us to see how we can help your organization succeed. Contact Will Waterall direct at 713-446-5939 and visit us on the web at precisionproductsinc.com.